Hey, how's it going? This is Ray Martinez with Actitud y Pasión. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo les va? Muy buenas noches. Esta noche, we have a great show. Well, actually, we're going to be minus one person. I know Adriana was scheduled to be here, but she felt ill. She felt sick. And so she had to cancel tonight. So we will do her show maybe next week. It's going to be a very moving and touching and important show for all of us to hear. And so I bet that a lot of you have gone through this. Everybody at some point or other has had somebody that has passed away. And we're going to talk about, the after effect. What happens when, somebody so close as, Adriana's daughter passed away a few months ago. Martina, she passed away. And so there's that hurt, there's that pain. How do I deal with it? How does life continue? How does life go on? I want to give up. I'm trying and all of that. You get all of these different emotions and feelings that it's the end of the world. And so we're going to talk about this. And just to give you a little bit of things here, the idea is honor the memories. Find ways to celebrate life of the person you've lost. This could be through maybe writing a story about them, creating a photo album, dedicating your time to something they love to do. Like if I were to pass away, I hope that somebody out there would continue doing chess lessons, that kind of deal. Honor them. Honoring them can remind you of the joy and the love they brought into your life. Lean on support. Your family members, those of you the friends that you trust, family members, a support group, something like that. As far as that, and focus on the small joys every night, even in the darkness of times. Small moments of joy, a cup of coffee with a friend, a beautiful sunset, listening to a favorite song can lead us to that life that still holds beauty. I know for me personally, my dad, as I've said a lot of times, my dad passed away. Let's see. Hey, Clarissa, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. I know my dad passed away about 8 years ago, and I sometimes I'll listen to some music. Pedro Infante was his favorite, so I'll just put in the Pedro Infante channel and I listen to some music, and I'm remembering him, and it's cool. Or sometimes I watch some old movies like something with Pedro Infante or Cantinflas or some of the shows that he used to love to watch. And, it's like I'm watching them with him, So we all have our ways of coping to this. As we got to remember the good memories, the memories that we had with our loved ones. That makes sense? And so that's what we want to do, and unfortunately, like I said, Adriana won't be here tonight. She's feeling ill, and so she had to cancel. But as those of you that know me, the show must go on. And so here I am, plan B, I guess, or plan C, whatever. But tonight, I've called, maybe somebody will come in and join me. And we'll talk about something. If not, I'll just talk for a few minutes, and then we'll be gone with that. Let me make sure that everything is on. I know I'm on live on the page of Actitud y Pasión, and let me get in here and make sure that I'm live. Yes, I am live already on my profile page of Ray Martinez, and I am live. Let me double check here. Yes, and I am live on YouTube, on my YouTube channel of Actitud y Pasión, so you can look for me all in all of those places. So guys, plan B. All right, so this is the things we want to do, and you know what? Let me share a little video. Let me share a little video with you guys, so that at least we get a little bit of that. And this is in honor of Martina, who passed away a couple of months ago. Martina was Adriana's daughter, and here we go. And that was Martina, Adriana's daughter that passed away a few months ago. And, she touched my heart. We never really had a conversation, but she would smile or she would, laugh or she would laugh. And I knew she was referring it to me in conversations that Adriana and I would have when we would talk with each other. So anyway, Huh. It's hard, and that's what we were going to talk about, along with Adriana's book. And I know she's writing a new book, and she's got a whole bunch of things going on. But she felt a little on the on not on great, not feeling really good, and I can understand all of that. All right, so guys, here we go. So let's move on. Let's move to another subject here. And so, guys, let's see comments. Let's see. Okay, so guys, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, there we go. And they say, Clarissa says, I remember we used to do walkie talkies and spy on the granddad. Oh, you would hear him laugh. Grandpa, I miss you. Rest in peace. Oh, yeah. There you go. And so, and in fact, I think you posted something about that recently, and I remember seeing that. And so, yeah. So, guys, cool. So, let's move on. So, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Well, let's talk about something like this. It's November, what is it? November the 20th. Oh my God, where did the year go? November 20th. The year has rushed right through us. I think this year went longer than all of them. Hey, Cuatro, what's going on? The year just has gone faster than any year before. Man, in a couple of weeks, well, in what, 2 weeks or so, actually, next week is Thanksgiving. We have our Thanksgiving holidays, right? And so after that comes Christmas, and after that, New Year's. And guys, are we prepared for the new year? Are we there yet? Are we ready to say, welcome 2025? If not, hey, well, let's get ready, So what do we need to do, man? What do we need to do to get ready for the 2025? What do you guys think? Tell me a little bit. All right. So let's say, for instance, let's goals. What kind of goals will we have for 2025? Huh? What do you think? How do we get ready for 2025? Well, I think one of the things we got to do is we got to reflect on the year that has passed by. Evaluate the progress that you have done. Look at your achievements, at the challenges and the lessons that you have learned from the past. Celebrate the wins. Acknowledge your accomplishments, no matter how small. Learn from the setbacks and identify the areas for improvement and strategies how to overcome these challenges. And that's something that I do every year, normally around May, when my chess year is gone. We've gone to nationals and we come back normally the weekend after Mother's Day, and I sit down with myself and I have a retreat with myself, and I say, this has worked this year in my chess business, this has not. How am I going to improve that? Cuatro says, better yourself and become a better person for the new year, and self-reflect on yourself. Very good, Cuatro. Man, that is an amazing statement, Cuatro. It's especially from a person that's young. Cuatro is a teenager. He's in the 10th grade here in Brownsville. He's one of my chess students, and it's amazing that he writes stuff like this, because that is exactly what's going to take you, Cuatro, and every one of us into the next level, and we're going to have a successful 2025. Que dice Cuatro Sanchez, so true. Hey, Clarissa's agreeing with you, Cuatro. So yeah, but that's the case. We want to better ourselves. We want to become a better student. We want to become a better a better man. We want to become a better woman. We want to become a better worker, a better whatever it is that you're doing in life. That's what you want to do. For myself, I always want to improve on my coaching skills, on the way I communicate with the students, and the way I approach the whole idea of coaching and mentoring my students. Does that make sense? I, also, how can I become a better friend? How can I become a better person? That kind of deal. And we grow and we build on that, in years. And there's people that mentor me. There's people that help me out. There are people I have conversations with. And, that's the whole idea. We want to become better at that. What else? What else can we do? Well, we want to set goals. We want to set goals for 2025, personal goals. Consider health goals, relationship goals, hobbies. Any new hobbies you want to learn, like singing or learning to cook or maybe playing the guitar. And of course, self-care, professional goals. Okay, you have the personal goals. Now, how about professional goals? Whether it's an advancement in your career or launching a new project or enhancing your skills. I mentioned that, and make sure that your skills are smart, that you can do them, and of course they all, for all you adults out there, maybe some kids out there, financial goals. Plan to save, plans for investments, plans for budgeting. How can we budget? That kind of deal. So, guys, that right there, man, will set us into the new year. Do we owe a lot on our credit cards? And how can I bring those credit card balances down? How can I maybe in 2025, by the time we get to the 2026, how can we be at a zero balance at a lot of the cards, or maybe completely debt free? I had that goal last year and I achieved it. And so now I'm just paying whatever I spend per month. Now I'm at zero balances. I'm just on all of my cards, really. And so there's just some other little cards that I'm playing, but no big deal. But that took me just being focused on doing that, spending wisely. Do we spend? Do we waste money on things we don't need? That kind of deal. And so that is very, very, very important. Dice Cuatro says here, set high expectations for yourself and push yourself forward to achieve that goal. Excellent point. We want to get to the next level. Set high expectations. What is it that you want to do? I know Cuatro is also an amazing soccer player. As a matter of fact, he was being recruited by UTRGV, I think, to play on the new soccer team, or on the soccer team. He's going to be awarded a scholarship or something like that, and he's going to be playing for them because he excels at soccer. That makes sense. Along with other things, he also plays chess, and he does pretty good in that. But excel on that. Become better. Have expectations. How can I become a better soccer player? How can I become? Maybe you're a performer. How can I present a better? How can I improve on my voice? How can I improve on my skills? The guitar player, drummer, whatever it may be. That kind of deal. Also, set some new goals, like Cuatro says. Push yourself to achieve that goal. Expect higher expectations. So the thing is this. You know what? I've been wanting to play guitar. I've been wanting to care. Was this in? Sorry. Yes. Hold on. Yes. 1, 2. Come in. Hey, I'm talking to a friend of mine, but he might come on. But the thing is this: we must set goals to achieve greatness in life. Whatever it may be, that kind of deal. What else? What else can we do? Well, there's always you gotta, if you're gonna do all that stuff, you gotta develop a strategy, plan, and set priorities. Break goals into actionable steps with deadlines. You must take action. Get organized. Use planners, use apps or tools to track your progress. Does that make sense? The other thing too is seek mentorship. If you're doing something, you want to be able to hold on. You want to be able to man, what's the deal here? What am I trying to say? You want to be able to track it, hold on, I'm sending somebody an invitation. They come in, and here we go. And here we go. We might have a really good singer coming in right now in a little bit. But that's what we want to do, right? We want to be able to do that. Hey, look who's here? Sharky, what's going? How are you doing? Hey, dude, you want to come on, Sharky? I'll send you a link. Just tell me where to send it. I'll send you a link. I was thinking about you today, man. And we had a show planned, but Adriana felt sick and she couldn't make it today. So I'm just doing the show just on that, and we're doing on the how to get ready for 2025, that kind of deal. Sharky is an amazing and very, very solid, reliable, honest mechanic. So if you guys are in the Harlingen area, especially Harlingen area, Los Fresnos, that kind of deal, maybe a little bit out, Sharky will go to your house, fix your car and the comfort of your home. He won't charge you $1 million. He'll charge you whatever's fair, but he guarantee that he'll take care of the problem and he'll charge you a fair price. There's too many dishonest mechanics out there. There's too many mechanics that charge you an arm and the leg and then they don't fix the problem. That makes sense? Dice Greg, we're getting ready for Thanksgiving holidays. Awesome, dude. Awesome. Yeah. So hay que comer la turkey, right, dude? So let's see, Sharky. Let's see if you want to, let me send Sharky a deal here. A ver, Sharky, let me look for you. Let's see, Sharky, and I'll send you a link, Sharky, if you want to come in for a little bit just to say hi. You know how this works. All right. So, guys, I got me a friend of mine coming in all the way from New Mexico. He is a singer. We wrote a song together, believe it or not. And here he comes. His name is Johnny. Well, no. You know what? I'm going to do this even better. Here we go. Neta. All right, guys. Let me put a video here to introduce my buddy here coming in. So here we go.
Su nombre era Linda, una gran madre, una esposa leal, pobrecita mujer bonita, siempre se mantuvo fiel. Ella lo tenía todo. Un buen hombre, un futuro y un gran amor. Un gran sueño de una gran familia. 6 o 8 hijos, ¡qué felicidad! El hijo de Gonzalo era un gran hombre dispuesto a trabajar. Con Melilita estuvieron enamorados desde que eran jóvenes. Prometieron salvar su pobreza y solo el uno para el otro. ¡Uy! ¡Sabor! Leal, pobrecita mujer bonita, siempre se mantuvo fiel. Le compró un anillo a Linda porque ella quería casarse. Luego caminó hasta el río, donde Linda estaba lavando ropa, y que pongo a su hermano, quien luego lo traicionó. De camino a Linda, su hermano de disparo, acercándose a la sangre del suelo.
Hey, we're back. Hey, how's it going? Johnny Meadows in the house. What's going on, Johnny? How you doing, bro?
Good.
What's going on, big guy?
Always chilling out with the babies. You know.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, this is my baby boy.
All right, man. So here we go. Yeah, that's the little guy, right? Yeah, man.
Yeah.
How old is he? He's under a year, right?
No, he just turned a year and 2 months old.
Oh my goodness, man. You are too cool, man. Look at him. Look at those big eyes. So great, man. So Johnny, man, how's that song going? Hey, look at that. My old show is here. Talk Show Central RTV style. That's my old page, man. Sharky, thank you. Great music.
Well, thank you, Sharky.
Well, Sharky, I don't know if you remember Johnny Meadows. He was in our show when I was, doing shows over at Talk Show Central RTV style. And maybe we should start that again, Sharky. I don't know. But the thing is this, man, get to see Sharky. It's great, man. It's great that we used to have a lot of Tejano artists come in and, pop artists and different things like that. Speaking of pop, I heard you sing some R&B or what was that, man? It sounded so cool, dude. Sing a little bit of that.
Which one? Because I have a few of them online. I got
you already have a few already? Oh my God!
I got 3 English singles that have been released already.
Well, I know I'm not going to help you write those because that's in English.
One thing I do right, Ray. No, so there's Gravity, French Toast, and Now You Know.
Yeah, French Toast. That's the one. I heard the French Toast one, and man, you know what? I'm glad that we had talked about that. We had talked about doing some what was it, Commodores or something like that? No, not Commodores.
Yes, no, it was.
I spoke about Commodores.
No, it was you. It was you that inspired the Commodores.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was the song, The Night Shift.
Night on the night shift. Yeah.
Maybe some sweet sounds.
Yeah. And you know what? The song you were singing?
Yeah, which one?
It was good. I liked it. Yeah. So great, man. So, and how is Bonita Linda doing? How are we on the charts as far as that?
What's really interesting about Bonita Linda is outside of New Mexico and Texas, I've had a lot of people that have actually corresponded with me wanting to promote outside of the Southwest market.
Right.
But unfortunately for me, I'm not in the position to do so because I cannot make television shows anywhere outside of where I can do it inside of my home. I got 2 children.
Yeah.
And to me, my children are my everything.
I
don't care what comes with it. Staying home and working my company is the most important thing to me right now.
Yeah.
However, Bonita Linda is doing great. It has been played on 2 different stations throughout New Mexico so far. I want to play it on more. But New Mexico, you have to really work your tail off to really make sure that you correspond and qualify for those opportunities.
No.
But we will. And it's just a matter of releasing more music. However, outside of that, Bonita Linda is an amazing addition to the album that we are creating, which is only 1 song short of being finally completed.
Cool.
We've been working on this album for already 2 years, and once you hear it, I know you of all people are going to appreciate it. I sent you a sample of the song a sample of the album recently, and you're like, we need to rewrite the lyrics, which I took into consideration. And I'm like, yeah, we have no other choice but to rewrite the lyrics. And of course, anytime I take your recommendations or take your advice, it always proves fruitful. So
Thank you. Well, we make a good team. We came in together for Bonita Linda, and we got it together. So and, I was so proud of you when I heard your new English music, man, and I think that's where you need to be. It was just pure heart, pure you, like pure you, 100%, and it was definitely Johnny flavored. It was just really Johnny flavored, and it's like, man, this dude. I don't know, man. The new Barry. I don't know, man. He's the newcomer. I don't know.
Yeah, the new Barry White. That would be a very
new Barry White, man, because it was so sexy and right on. It's like, because your voice is just, it just plays for that, and it's like, So it's cool. I loved it, man. It was awesome, and when you need to send me the track so I can play it on here for you and the whole bit. But great. So what else are you doing, man? What else are you up to, Johnny? I know you.
Wait,
have I
not sent you the track yet?
No, not that one. No,
oh my God! Out of
send me an MP3.
Yeah, I will. I promise. Because out of anybody, you are all people are entitled to that track. You helped me write that song. And Bonita Linda. Without
Bonita Linda. Of course.
Without you, that song would have never hit the light of day. Because I would have never been confident enough to have released it. I'm going to be bugging you again at like 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, like I did last time.
Yeah, we did. We had like a 4-hour session, man. It's like, let's finish tomorrow. And we did. And we actually finished the next day. Remember, we finished it. I got some sleep and we come back. Hey, Clarissa, I'm back. I got the vanilla wafer.
Yes,
yeah, definitely. Awesome. Yeah. So cool. And then I think Sharky, I don't know if Sharky was going to come in or not, but Sharky, if you want to come in, hey, that'd be great. But man, man, I'm this is so cool, man. And you're doing, you're doing a lot of stuff on studio with photography, and you have all of these new singers and even some models coming in, and so that's really that's really doing good, that's really, really good. I felt like, man, I need to get back into the photography business and go visit you and help you out there. As I was in fashion up in the Dallas area, and so well, not modeling, of course, but it was behind the camera, that kind of deal. But
oh no, that's my deal. As long as I stay behind the camera, I know that I'm doing something right. The more I find myself in front of the camera, I find myself like wishing that I wasn't. Regardless, I love to do music, but I prefer to be producing,
being a photographer, being a producer, a director, that kind of deal, doing the whole idea. And you and your wife, Annalie, you're doing awesome with that. It's like so
isn't she beautiful too? My beautiful wife, isn't she gorgeous?
Hey man, she's awesome. I think she's the greatest, man.
She is. I tell her all the time, you're my muse, like you must understand your job is to be in front of the camera, but she's like me. She's
the model, man.
But she doesn't like to be. She likes to be behind the camera. She likes to create. She's a genius, the computer behind me is what she built. The computer that in front of me is what she built. She does everything from scratch. She's a genius. And without her, I don't think I would even have a company. So, so I owe it all to her.
Hey, look who's here. Hey,
Orale!
Hey, I remember him.
Valentin and Sunya Jr. As a matter of fact, I'm working on a beautiful song with him right now that we're about to release. You're going to love it. It's called Chupa Rosa.
Chupa Rosa, you wrote something about that.
This one is an original, though.
But Chupa Rosa is like, that.
Yeah, and Junior is a genius songwriter and singer. I'm honored to produce anything that he brings to my attention because what I consider my secret weapon. When
There
you
you
have
go.
somebody like that in your
Yeah.
corner, you have no other choice but to do everything you can to retain them. And that's one person that I intend to retain for the rest of my life. I
There
love
you
him with
go.
all my heart, and I hope to work on many arrangements with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, you get a great combination there. And I mean, it just brings me back to the days when I used to do the Tejano artist shows, and it's like bringing all these artists in, and so it's about you guys. You guys are, we're the fans, and you guys are, the stars, and we want to make sure that that you feel comfortable, and that you tell us your story, and you deliver your passion, so that we
Yes,
can
sir.
buy your music and all of that, or buy what you're selling, that kind of deal. But it's cool, man. So tell me, you got to
Yes.
go?
No. My
No.
wife just wants me to eat, and I'm like, I can wait a few more minutes. Don't worry about
Oh, bring it on, Annali. Bring it on. Come on. What did you cook? Who cooked today? What did you cook, Annali?
Oh
Tell
no,
us.
she ordered food tonight. She ordered
Uh,
Matucci's. Have you ever tried Matucci's? I don't think they
two
exist.
cheese?
Yeah,
No, I never even heard of that. What is that? A burger place?
it's Matucci's. It's an
Mud.
Italian, Matucci's.
Oh,
It's
okay,
an
okay.
Italian restaurant. They're one of the most
Yeah.
amazing restaurants that we've ever tried. My wife
Cool.
and I, we order them religiously. We order them pretty much for lunch and dinner 3 days out of
Yeah.
the week. And
Cool.
we're a part of their loyalty program. And
Are you the type that, okay, just send me the invoice, I'll pay it once a month?
exactly,
I
exactly.
used
Yeah,
to go
no,
to this
yeah.
place called, well, I still go to Wesso, and at some point I had that, I'll just play it at the end of the week, because I was literally there every day. And so at the end of the week, I would give them I would put it on the card or whatever. And
Yeah.
so,
No, that's exactly how we are with them. We pay a monthly membership, and
yeah.
with that
Yeah,
we get
I'm hungry too, man.
yeah, we
Junior
get
comes.
yeah, right. I know we get catering to our home, and then so we can work because we work from home nonstop, Ray.
Yeah,
My wife and I, we just fulfilled 3 contracts this month. We're about
man,
to
that's
head.
cool.
We're about to head to Chicago
Yeah,
and Goreville, Illinois, for the next 2 to 3 weeks of our lives.
man, that's
And
good.
then once we get back, we're going straight to Las Cruces and fulfilling a contract out there. We won't be home for literally about 30 days.
Sharky
And
says yummy garlic bread.
yeah, exactly. And so like I said, we won't be home for like literally 30
Wow,
for,
3 weeks,
for
man.
20 to 30 days. If we hustle, we'll be home
Yeah.
within 20
Well,
days.
you're gonna be working over there as well, I'm sure.
It's a blessing though, because if you're working, you're making money.
Yeah, definitely.
And my job is to make sure that because I work for myself, my job is to make sure that I have all the bills paid through
Yeah.
winter, so that when summer hits, you have all the extra time in the world.
Oh yeah. We were
Yeah.
just talking about that prior to coming in. It's a financial goals. It's
Yes.
and you gotta build, gotta make sure that we're reducing the credit card bills. That kind of deal,
Exactly.
making sure that because really, man, if you think about it, we're slaves of the credit cards. We're
Yes.
slaves of the credit
Yes.
cards, and when you can think to yourself, when you can have that mindset that you're going to reduce the payment of the credit card, your life becomes a lot easier. You have more money,
Yes. Yes.
and as you get older, there's a lot of freedom, because you don't have to work. I mean, you have to work, but you don't have to work to pay bills. A lot of
Yes.
people work to pay bills.
Yes.
And that's what it is. You're working. It's like what was it? Some of these places back in the day, where especially with the migrant workers, they would go work in the field, and the owner of that field, they had the store, and so they would buy everything at that store, and they could never leave work because they always had a bill at the store. And so
No, Ray, you're onto something there, bro, because
yeah,
it's absolutely true. Once you find yourself in debt, you've surpassed the identity of corporate
yeah.
individuality. To me, as an American citizen, when you really start realizing what business is about, you finally come to the realization that you are a corporate individual.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
you are.
when you realize that you're a corporate individual, you have to treat yourself as well as your family as an entity unto itself, meaning that you are a business.
And you got to pay yourself first.
And you got to pay yourself first. So everything you do has value and has an asset onto what you're trying to bring to the table. Excuse me.
Yeah, and Sharky says, I haven't had any credit cards for 10 years. Hey, well, good for you. And you know what? That is the beauty, because there's no pressure. There's no pressure. Sometimes, not a good one.
This is delicious. It's the best. I'm so impressed. Cheers. Yeah.
Cheers. Definitely cheers.
Right? You've met my best friend before. This is my best friend, Brianna.
Yeah, Brianna. How's it going? Say hi. How's it going? Lovely. What's up?
Beautiful. She looks so
man, she's amazing. Yeah, here you go.
It's so beautiful.
All right, guys, you can call Brianna at 1-800-505 beautiful girl.
555.
Hey, there's my girlfriend.
Here's the beautiful girlfriend, Brianna. Another Brianna.
The two Brees. We're the double B's.
Double B's. We call them the double B's. And without them, I wouldn't be nowhere in my life. Both of them.
Yeah, definitely.
I depend on my best friend. She's one of my business partners and one of my most valued bounce boards, because without her, I don't think I'd have common sense. And my wife, of course, without her, I wouldn't have a brain.
Yeah, definitely.
So
definitely. And Ali is totally amazing, It's totally amazing, So I totally agree with you there. And so, guys, that's the plan for 2025, is to go debt free, or to reduce as much as you can on the payment. Start by making 2 payments or whatever it is. Pay on that on the principal. What is it? On the principal, so that you can reduce down the interest, that kind of deal.
What I do, like for every debt that I accumulate, I have learned to pay an additional $25 to even $50 on that debt, and you'll see your credit start to skyrocket. And once you see your credit in the positives, and once you see your credit surpassing that what you even deemed as your goal, and it surpassed that, then you realize that you're doing something right. And all that is making sure that you eliminate every asset, every liability possible, and only increase asset. And the way you do that is by making sure that you stay home as much as possible. You stop going out to eat, stop drinking sodas and sugar.
Sugar's the devil, man.
Sugar is the devil.
This is Sharky. I live by the belief that to live for yourself, you must have to pay off your home, car, just have utilities. Yeah, that's true. You said I semi-retired at 54. Yeah, well, I've been retired for 20 years, and I've been and all I'll be doing is doing chess, and that's like extra money that comes in. But and I mean, I'm not retired, like in the retired sense, but since 2000 on, I just said I'm retired and I'm just going to work for myself and that kind of deal. I kind of was before, but I was working for companies, so it's not the same. But that's the thing, It's
actually, for me and my wife, right? Our finances are everything. We have 2 children. And,
you got to take care of their college and all of that,
and not only that, we just purchased our first home.
And
in the process of this, we've realized, okay, one, finances, when you think that you're okay, you're not okay. When you think that you have more to improve on, then you find yourself in a very decent place of neutrality. And that neutrality is that when you find room for improvement and you find that you're never happy with yourself to the perfection of what you want to be, then you always have room to continually work and grow. The moment that you find yourself content with where you are, then you already failed the game, because you will not be where you really want to be until you find yourself up past that $1 million mark. And I still have a little bit ways to go until I find
there you go. And I think when in your decision to buy a home, this was a great investment, because it's a business expense. It's your office, it's your studio, it's everything, and you have more room now than you did before, and the thing is this. too, Johnny, you're becoming a brand.
Yes.
You're becoming a brand. And so when people talk about, photography, or they talk about, model consulting, or they talk about music management or something, they'll look to you because you become a brand. Dice,
Yeah.
funny part is I feel bankruptcy at 29 years old, and now I don't have credit cards, and Debly score is over 700. And you know what else happens, Sharky? That the moment that your credit card amount goes down, they start. I mean, I've been getting on a daily basis, bro. I get emails and I get texts on people letting me, oh, here's X amount of money that you can borrow. You want to invest on, here's $300,000, $500,000 that you can invest on your business, because now they know that you can pay it back. And I don't want it.
I think the trick is not to take out any debt. I'm very grateful for my house, but that was something that I had no other choice. And even though it is an asset emotionally and socially, economically, it's not an asset. It's a liability. I'm paying out X amount of dollars for this house, and I'm like, crap. I could have just stayed in rent and paying at least like 25% lower of what I'm paying now. But
you wouldn't have the room, and it's deductible at the end of the year. It's deductible because it is an office, and you deduct X amount of floor space. So definitely, and the electricity bill is divided in two. Your phone bill is divided in two.
What do you mean by two? What do you mean by two?
Because one's for the house and one's for the business.
Oh, I thought you meant my wife paid half the bills.
No.
Let's get one thing straight. I pay all the bills, Ray.
No. I'm just talking that one's a business expense and the other one's just the house expense. And of course, you don't get any credit for the house expense, but you do get credit for the business expense. Yes. And so that's why it's a good idea to have been invested in that, because it's a business and you work there, and so
that's why it's a good thing that Trump.
It's a good thing,
Yeah,
it's a win-win for you. It's a win-win-win. It's a win-win-win. So man,
I'm very happy with the way things have gone. I'm very happy. Like, this house is beautiful. I cannot have ever asked for anything better than this. We got the most amazing price for one of the most amazing locations in all of Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Oh man, super cool.
Yeah, it is. And then the individual that sold it to us believed in our story, believed in our vision, and wanted us to get the best possible deal, and was unwilling to work with anybody else.
That is cool.
So blessed throughout this whole process that when you see what we invested to, it's just like how it has to all be related to God, man, because this is the best blessing my wife and I have ever had in our lives.
Wow, amazing. Yeah. Well, let me say hi to some people. Hey, Maria Paredes, ¿qué tal? How's it going? Leticia, how's it going up there in France? ¿Cómo te va, Leticia? Remy, Rafa, Cuatro, and Berta. ¿Qué tal, Berta? ¿Cómo les va up there? Clarissa, of course, is watching us, and Sharky, and other people that are watching us. Guys, I'm glad you're here. Thank you, share and like the page Actitud y Pasión and all that. This is Johnny Meadows. He is an amazing singer from New Mexico, up in the New Mexico area, Albuquerque to be exact. So, guys, let me ask you this: Thanksgiving's coming up. What are your plans for Thanksgiving?
Well, actually, you met my best friend Brianna.
Brianna.
Her and my wife have become so close right now that they're inseparable. Like, I really don't even have a best friend anymore. It's all my wife's best friend now. And, so they have made an amazing menu for two clients of ours, because we have clients that are going to come to fly out for us for Thanksgiving. And so they put together this amazing
5-course menu for us that is
Very
just
cool.
absolutely super fancy, super bougie, and we're going to be having it at the Rail Yard Flats in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
Oh,
With those 2 clients, we have rented an amazing restaurant for this. We are so busy this Thanksgiving. It's going to be remarkable. My children are going to love it because it's a very fancy meal. We are doing a pure. I've never heard of a dry puree stuffing, but I've heard of it now. And
interesting.
yeah, I mean, we have an amazing chef, Fernando Olea out of Santa Fe, New Mexico, that's going to be sponsoring this.
This is the junior hungrier. Hey, throw him a leg. Throw him a turkey leg.
Right. I mean, it's going to be such an amazing Thanksgiving for us. This is actually one of the best Thanksgivings that I'm looking forward to. My daughter, I know you know Mahita. You've known her since she was 2 years
brilliant.
old.
She's brilliant, man.
She's matured now on a different level. She's all about the family business. She's all about cooking. She's always in the kitchen with us. The particular Thanksgiving is going to be one of the fanciest and most bougiest Thanksgivings I've ever participated in.
That is so cool.
And I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to be posting all about it. I'm going to be posting the pictures all about it. It's going to be one of the most funnest experiences I've ever had. And I look forward to it because last year's Thanksgiving, it was me cooking the potatoes, the turkey, the yams, the slight, or trying to figure out how to put together, anything else that corresponded with that.
Right.
I'm looking forward to this Thanksgiving because
hey, Virginia, happy birthday! Let's sing your happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Virginia. Happy birthday to you. Yeah. See, I think she turned like 24 or something like that. All right, can you say enjoy your Thanksgiving, Johnny? Yeah, definitely. So,
we will. Man. Honestly, like one thing that I will be cooking myself is going to be blue cheese.
Blue cheese what?
Mashed potatoes.
Blue cheese mashed potatoes. I never heard of that. That is interesting.
With truffle oil.
I see.
Yeah, it's one of the most amazing. It's just with like over a pound of butter too.
Damn, I'm gonna have to wear a tuxedo for that dinner. It's one of those. Oh my God, that's awesome! Thanks, guys. You're beautiful, Virginia. Take care. In fact, I sent you a message, but I didn't get anything back. I wonder if it was on the other account. So I don't know. ¿Qué dice? Clarissa dice, I'm looking forward to green spaghetti. Okay. Green spaghetti.
So I guess to make a green spaghetti, you'd want to use pesto.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah.
So man. So cool Thanksgiving, and then what are you doing for Christmas? Are you going to be in home or in town, or are you going to go out, or what's the deal for Christmas?
My wife and I, we are actually leaving out of town. We're going to be going to Utah to visit her beautiful
family,
Mormon family. Yeah,
that's right.
They're Mormons, so I've never really chilled with them before. And I'm actually kidding. All her family is Mormon. When she married me, she married outside of the faith.
Yeah. She broke the rules there.
She broke the rules. She went for the mark of Cain. And I was just like, well, I'm gonna teach you the mark of Cain, child. And no, I'm just kidding. I'm looking forward to chilling with them. I actually love her family. When we first got together, they were so against our marriage because it was unorthodox. And, and now,
how dare you?
Now all of us are super happy.
You're super close and happy about it. Yeah. Well, have a thing, I mean, people may look at you and hate you and all of this, but you grow on them, and so they'll love you.
Hey, you remember my friend Brianna, right? She wants to say hi.
No, I do not.
Yes, she
Come
does.
on, Brianna. We want to see you again, Brianna. What's up, Brianna? How you doing?
She just made me this martini with a rose petal.
Oh man, you need to make me one next time.
It has rose petals. It's made for special people with special love.
Well, of course, I'm included in that group, right, Brianna?
It's a gin martini.
No, it's a vodka martini.
Vodka, dude, vodka.
With the rose petal.
With the rose petal, hey man. I mean, you guys are all high class, man. You go 100%.
Well, she is one of my bosses, so I don't know the choice but to indulge.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I know that's right.
She's forcing your arm to drink that, right, Johnny? She's forcing your. ¿Qué dice, Shark? ¿Qué dice?
Where do we
order?
Well, just call the.
Now I'm thirsty. He's hungry.
Why did he say Rihanna Gonzalez?
That's
Rihanna Delgado.
No, yeah. I tell you what, man. I know we're friends on Facebook, and so I'll send you a message there, and so I'll order a drink or something.
Right. I will tell you that this woman is a genius businesswoman.
Oh yeah.
Without her, I don't think my company would be as advanced as it has become in my hometown right now.
Well, that is good to hear.
Yeah.
And you know what? When I used to be in photography in the Dallas area, and I used to doing stuff on my own, I can print my own stuff. But I would say, you know what? I'm the expert at taking pictures. I let the lab take care of the printing, that kind of deal. So sometimes you got to do what you got. You can do everything, but maybe you're not good at everything. So you designate and you bring people into your team, and then you have an amazing team, and then you're going to go to the next level instead of you trying to spread yourself like an octopus and trying to do everything, because you're going to miss something, two heads are better than one,
You are absolutely right. Right now, it seems like my wife and we've hired about 3 other people onto our team. But without this particularity, my beautiful Brianna Delgado, which I used to call them 20 years ago, Del Cookie. Just laughing.
Hey, whoa. Hold on. That would make a good song.
Del Cookie, I'm telling you, Del Cookie.
Del Cookie, man.
Del Cookie.
Del Cookie. all the people our ages would definitely buy it and understand it.
Well, you're going to help me write this song.
Hey, well.
So, speaking of which, I do actually need your help on a brand new North Daniel song. And I'm going to make you stay up for another 4 hours with me.
We'll do it.
But Bonita Linda came out so beautiful. And I can't believe that it's our song. Every time I hear it, I'm very grateful for it. I have seen it played on 3 different New Mexico radio stations right now.
And I know I played it in Europe already over there on one of the shows that I did over there, and so
as well as San Potosi, Mexico with Gabriel Estrada. And I intend to see that song grow. Right now, I'm working on 3 other songs to finalize the album I've been working on for the last 2 years. And when that's done, I intend to never work on music again. I'm just joking.
Mari Cruz is busy. Mari Cruz, Clarissa, is in Mexico today. Last week, she was in New York City. She was attending a conference with Tony Robbins. And this week, she's visiting some family in Mexico. And so she'll be back next week. Let's hear some of it. Actually, I did a whole video on it, Sharky, before you came in. That was Bonita Linda. But yeah, but you know what? You do what you love, that kind of deal. I think you love singing, and I think singing will forever be part of your system, as they say.
Look, my daughter just painted me. Well, just colored me.
Hey, baby girl, how's it going?
Look,
It's Coach Ray. It's Coach Ray. We need to do a chess lesson.
Say hi, Coach.
Hi, Coach.
There you
Tonight
go.
we're gonna make an awesome fashion show with Barbie. That's right.
There you go.
Well, Sean, go get your Barbie. Sean.
Yeah, bring your Barbie, baby.
She and my wife.
Wow, man, she's so cool, man. She gets
Hasn't
on
she
the
gotten
mic.
big? She's gotten all big. Isn't she confident?
Yeah.
She's 6 years old. She's turning 7 in 9 more days.
Wow, amazing. Well, happy birthday to you. Well, happy birthday to you.
And so she just drew me this picture. Well, colored me.
Oh, man, look at that. Hey, that's pretty cool.
And the roses. So I bought my wife a dozen roses the other day.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know how I did that. What did I do? We were partying, right?
At a gala.
We were at a gala.
Oh, I see.
And in the process of my wife was just like, so we were chilling, and I was just like, well, what are you gonna wear? She's like, I don't know. What are you gonna buy me? And I'm like, crap. So I spent like how much on her?
You gotta go to the boutique and get a nice dress, nice outfit.
We spent $300 just on her outfit, and then about another $200 on her
On the shoes.
On
the stocking. Well, but then there comes this line. But baby, I don't have any shoes to wear.
So they just made this out of rose petals.
Orale. Oh, that looks cool. That looks pretty cool, big girl.
Present it, darling.
So we make here. Can you bring the
Yes, right here.
There you go. Look at her, man, taking over the mic. I love it.
So we are making. We are making a fashion show.
A fashion show with Barbie doll.
It's real rose petals.
And with rose petals.
All right.
And Bianna can show you the video.
All right.
So all of this is original rose. Bree, show your Barbie.
Oh, Bree, say hi to Ray, by the way.
Hi.
Hey.
No, we made it out of rose petals. I just sort of tape and rose petals. So
there you go.
And that's my brand. And Ray, by the way, that's my brand new son right there.
All right.
He's now a year old.
This was
yeah.
Mama helped me.
Oh, he kind of looks like me.
Ray, you can't reveal the best of me. So.
This was my idea, and Mama helped me make this idea with rose petals.
The rose petals, man. This is pretty cool.
It's a full dress made out of rose petals.
Man, that is amazing.
With rose petals and leaves of rose petals.
Look at what Sharky says. He says she is so confident on the mic. On the mic, great future.
Yes,
you are awesome, man.
And I bought these flowers for Mommy and Bianna, a friend. And they died, and so we recycled them to make a big Barbie fashion show.
Yeah. Oh my goodness!
We gotta post this.
You know what? You ought to get her own little voxel.
We gotta post this on Facebook.
She's gonna be a great promoter.
Yeah, definitely, man. Yeah, I can see the confidence in her, man. She's like, and you know what? That just comes from you two. That the love and the support, and just allowing her to be her. And so definitely, I've seen her grow. In the few times that I've seen, I've seen her maybe 5 or 6 times, and she was little, she was super, super cool, but now big girl, and I can't wait for her to, in 2 years and see where she's gonna be at, man. So it's like, wow, amazing. Yeah. And you're still homeschooling, right?
Yes, we are homeschooling,
and that is the product of homeschooling, because man, these kids, they grow so much when they're homeschooled. They study more than what they do at the school districts. And so it's like
they do. I'm so proud of her.
They want to learn about what makes something grow. You look it up and you learn the lesson and all of that. It's like, it's amazing. Yeah. Can we be friends? I used to play with Barbies. Yeah.
I look at my children, and I am so grateful for them. My daughter is she's one of the most remarkable people I could have ever encompassed into my environment. I'm so grateful that God gave me her. She's hilarious. She's an ingenious of a creator, because that rose petal dress is not my idea, and she without her, I don't think I'd be responsible.
Oh, look at the little one.
Yeah, she
no.
When I first got with her mother, I remember she told me, she's like, there was not one day that you were not partying, and now that I'm with her, I'm like, well, now I'm partying with you.
Yeah.
I'm very.
It's funny how the dynamic changes, and that's all due to love and a unity, and you two working together and making things happen, and you're an awesome team.
Yeah, you met my daughter 2.5 years ago when she was only 3 years old.
Yeah.
She is now 6 years old, about to turn 7, and
amazing.
And I do want to say that even though she is a product of homeschooling, we founded an amazing private school for her called Hope Christian School, which is a Christian establishment that still focuses on the homeschooling environment, but allows you to encompass her into a more public environment that allows her to start communicating on a more public level. And even though I'm a little afraid to let go of those reins, I know that she's going to do amazing.
Yeah. No, and it's cool, especially, the other thing too, there's what they call the Montessori systems, which is just really cool, especially if they're independent workers, that really works,
Yes.
Because the teacher is a guide and allowing them to study. They I don't know if you know much about it, but basically there's like a little box, or that's how it used to be. They have a little box full of subjects, and the kid just goes through them and decides what they want to learn that day. And but every day they learn at least two or three things, whether it's something that's going to be learned in 30 minutes or an hour. Yeah,
I absolutely agree, and that's what I love about the school that we got her involved with. Is that it's at her pace and her decisions.
Yeah. And the thing is that when the child wants to learn, everything is retained 100%, or at least a good 90%, because the child is interested. The child wants to learn. Then when they're trying to teach you something that you don't want to learn, we're all like that. I want to teach you something, and I don't feel like it. So it's not going to go. It's not going to stay here 100%. But when you're after it, when you go after it, you're going to learn it. You're just going to soak it in, and it's all going to stay up here. And so, man, definitely. Let's take it easy, Sharky. Sharky says, right now, public enemy number one is the tablets and phones for kids. They don't socialize like they should. And something?
I agree.
Sharky, when COVID was on and we started doing that, we didn't see much of that. But in the last year, I'm seeing a lot of effects that these kids are going. They're going through suicides. They're going through depression. They're going through a lot of things because they can't live. Their life is 100% on the cell phone or on the tablet. And they're becoming dumber because they're not learning anything. They can't function without that. It's like a handicap.
And we were chilling out at a Halloween party recently, and for my daughter, because we like her to interact with children her own age. Ray, the biggest problem for us at that party was that all of the children there were on tablets and cell phones. We don't raise my daughter like that. We are raised very strict in our house. We believe in Jesus Christ as our Lord and Savior. Mm-hmm. And we believe that a child's ability to communicate on an intellectual level exceeds the ability to be entertained. And when you see that your child is able to communicate with an adult on an intellectual level versus an attention necessity level, it becomes so remarkable to witness that your child is able to surpass the expectations of adults.
I totally agree with you. That's what
we are with our child. I wanted to let you know that we asked her, what sport do you want to join? And she said, chess.
Cool.
chess, and I'm like, oh, that's a sport. She says,
Yeah.
it is for the brain, Daddy.
Ah.
So I'm really looking forward to seeing.
We're gonna
her.
start her soon.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that you're going to be the one that coaches her in that
Of course, we'll make her a top 5 or top 10 contender in the overall United States chess world. That kind of deal. So yeah.
All I want to see her is, one, have a relationship with Jesus Christ, and 2, have a desire and a thirst to always increase her ability to learn and take information.
And that is what's developed in the first 6 years. Actually, a lot of that happens before the age of 2. And I've said this on different shows. Kids, God made us, so we're created in as close to perfect as we can, right? We're born and we're ready to learn. That's why kids put stuff in their mouth, because they're exploring and they're learning. And a lot of times, parents or those that are around the child, those are the ones that take away their learning abilities.
Yes, I agree.
They take away their learning abilities and all of that. And in our times, it was the TV, and the TV was our babysitter. But that TV didn't affect us as much as the tablet and the cell phones have. And it's like, I can't see these kids being adults and see how they're going to function. This is Sharky. We should bring more focus on breaking through the barrier of kids being so connected to the electronics. My wife and I have gone to restaurants where kids don't interact with people. It's eating with tablets on the table. Yeah, you're right. I've seen that too. And these are kids that are 2 years old. And Sharky, the other thing too is they're not working like some of my kids. They're working on chess puzzles, or some other kids, they're doing math problems, or some of them they're doing maybe even word search, or working on some puzzles that stimulate the brain and get you to think. They're not doing that. They're playing just games.
No, right.
And the games,
it goes beyond that too. A lot of the time, it seems that the parents are giving these devices to the
kid doesn't know.
Just to mitigate their ability to have a break.
Yes.
And I think that what parents need to realize is you don't get a break as a parent. Your job is to sacrifice and to die to yourself to become the replication.
Amen.
Become the replication of Jesus Christ.
And you know what? It goes even beyond that. It's like you go to a restaurant. What are kids eating? Well, they're eating the pizza. They're eating, all the bad foods, right? Do kids learn to eat that? Or do the kids want to eat that? Not necessarily. They're taught to eat that. And then you wonder.
They're taught to eat. Yeah, no, I agree with you.
They're taught. Then you wonder, how come a kid's not eating vegetables? How come the kid's not eating this?
Because they're taught.
Parents didn't teach them. We grew up eating vegetables. And I mean, of course, if we would have been taught to eating all the raw foods, we would have ate all the raw foods. I grew up never drinking coffee and never drinking teas, never drinking anything diet or anything like that. All I had was pure fruit juices, because we had plants, and my mom would make lemonade out of different fruits, and that's what we would drink. And we grew up doing that, And so that's the thing,
I was raised very poor. My mom used to make us dive into dumpsters for our food. And she would teach us how to collect the grain, and she would teach us how to collect the vegetables that were available, or what's known as the leftover vegetables.
Right.
I will tell you,
there were lots of those.
There were lots of those, ironically. But however, for my children, what I try to incorporate is the fact that, one, they're blessed. My children have been raised with their own home, with their own environment, and so what we try to incorporate is an organic lifestyle.
Yes.
And for them to understand that, one, you're blessed to be able to eat this way. Two, when we go out, because my wife and I, we go out to eat for almost 2 meals a week. And the reason why is because we use that for lobbying purposes for our company. Did you know?
Yeah, definitely. You got to be out there. This is Sharky. Did you know this problem has become a pandemic at schools, where teachers are afraid to ask the kid to put the phone down to learn? This issue has finally hit state level. Parents defend the kids with the phone. Amazing.
Well, Sharky, not with our kids, because I'm telling you right now, if my child were to ever come home with that complaint, she wouldn't be allowed to have anything within reach of a digital.
But the thing is this, the thing is this, Johnny. There's very few kids that are raised like your kid is. The majority, man. It's like,
Hey,
you know, I quite frankly, a kid that has no business having a phone. Really, there's
I agree.
They say because of emergencies. You know what? In case of emergency, there's an adult.
Emergencies, my butt. I have an emergency button on my child's backpack that if anything were to happen, I would have an emergency alert just with the touch of a button. You don't need a cell phone to be able to communicate with your children. When I was raised in a time that cell phones were barely coming into fruition. So I was very grateful to be raised, one, poor, two, in a little Mexican village that had no running water and barely electricity coming in. And in the process, I learned that communications is just the ability to communicate at the beginning, mid, and end of every day. And the way that happens is with your willingness to listen. And that's one thing that I think has been taken away from our society is our children's ability to listen because they are so used to being entertained. And so for my child and my children, I might say, we try to incorporate an environment that they have to communicate, and everything is based off of intellectuality.
Yes, I agree.
And in that, and it's worked. I said, for my daughter, I've been homeschooling for the first 3 years of her education. She is now ready to go into the 3rd grade starting next.
Third grade, and she's only 6 years old, which is unheard of. Because 3rd grade doesn't start till they're 8 or 9, I think.
No, she's ready. We've had her tested on.
She's ahead. She's ahead of the game.
We've had her tested on a state and federal level, and she's ready for the 3rd grade. I'm afraid to let go of those reins, but I know it's a necessity for my sake to see her grow as an individual in her own capacity. But she's done a really good job. I'm becoming such a badass.
Congratulations to both you and Annalie for doing such an amazing job with your child. And I'm not just saying that, but because I've seen it, and I've seen, I remember her 2 years ago, and now I see the difference. Today, she just amazed us.
Come here, baby girl.
She just amazed us now.
2 years and 8 months, and is when you first met her. Now,
hey, pretty girl.
She has become such an individual in her own self that my job is only to articulate what it is she needs to perfect at this point.
Excellent.
Which is really nothing. She's dope.
She is
and
awesome.
I'm proud of her. Yeah.
She is so cool.
Yeah. I hear you.
So, well, great, man. Well, Johnny, we've been talking here about an hour, man. It's time to call it good night. How about a song or a couple of bars from a song? Whatever song you want to sing.
Okay. Well,
English song.
We've been singing the song all day today because we had a friend over today that's a hardcore believer in our Lord. So I'll sing Amazing Grace.
Ooh.
And it goes, amazing. Let me change the
volume.
The volume on.
Amazing.
Okay. So it goes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you fine. You're fine. You're a little high, but that's fine.
Okay.
No, it's cool.
So it goes, amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. But yeah, I've been talking all day, So that'll be the extent of it. I don't want to call that. But so yeah, that's it.
Come on, keep going.
That's it.
Ándale.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Rich like me. But honestly, Ray, I'm so tired that I don't think I could sing another note.
All right,
48
cool.
hours straight. So we're done.
Oh my goodness. No, that's cool. That's cool, man. And you know what? I think we had even talked about you doing you doing a gospel album. Remember? I think we talked about that too.
Well, when I first started music, I started out in gospel.
Yeah.
I used to only sing gospel. I worked with an 80 voice choir.
Uh-huh.
I was the third lead baritone in that choir.
You're a baritone, that's right.
Yeah, my job was to sing every Wednesday and Thursday night for Gateway Christian Fellowship in Los Angeles and San Bernardino, California, excuse me. And I will never forget that experience. That's what taught me how to sing. That's what taught me how to play piano.
Yeah.
And
this is Sharky. Ray, you need a commercial with Johnny's voice. Yeah. Cool. There you go.
So now I've only gone to Norteño music because it actually is complementary to my vocals.
Yeah.
And it actually enhances anybody's vocals that wants to sing.
Yeah.
So that's why I do Spanish.
Tejano music is pretty cool, man. But you know what? I love the new stuff you're doing, Johnny. Oh man, I heard you. I heard part of it. You had it on your Facebook page, and man, it sounded so cool. I go, awesome.
No, right. Wait till you hear the Christmas song that is coming out with Rose Alva and the crew. Yeah, it's amazing. And then also the 3 brand new songs that I am working on, one of which is a mariachi, one of which is a funk, and the third of which is a ranchero. You're going to love them.
A ranchero song, orale.
I'm probably going to call you like I always do, acting like I know what I'm doing, but then I'll call you at the end of the day and be like, Ray, can you help me?
Can I help me with the lyrics? No, well, the lyrics, you work on them. You do a good job with the lyrics. It's just putting the right lyrics in place, right? And, that kind of deal,
But honestly, Ray, without you, I don't think that it would have been possible to make Bonita Linda make sense. I listened to that song a million times, and I was so scared to release it. And then I called you.
Good night, Sharky.
Sharky. And I had an uncle named Sharky, by the way. I went with him to my first experience at a strip club, and he told me, "Hey, what are you going to pay the stripper in?" I said, "Well, I got like $3 left." He says, "I got you." And the stripper was dancing for him, and he gave her. And this was in the time that EBT was in cash. Remember when it was in a paper sequence?
Right.
And he gave her the EBT, the EBT cash, the paper, and she was like, "What am I going to do with this?" And he said, "Buy yourself some bologna." She took it.
No, pues que bien. That's so cool, man. But what's I gonna say? Okay, I can't see this one. Oh no, this is this one. We already told this one. All right. Good night, Sharky. Have a good night. Sweet dreams, big guy. But yeah, that is so cool that you're coming up with those songs, and see what we can do with a Spanish song and all of that. So, bueno, Johnny, it's time to say good night, big guy. Buenas noches, and man, we need a plan to do a show sometime. Let me know when you're okay, and so we can do that. ¿Qué dice Sharky aquí? Dice, Here's a story. My first time at a strip club, the husband of the stripper gave me once to put in her. Oh my God. No, hombre. Pues estaba bien fea o qué? Sorry.
I knew that would get the party started, right?
Oh my goodness. I don't know about you guys, man. You guys need to meet up. Have a stripper reunion.
No, Ray, we need Jesus. So.
hey, look, I don't know about you, but I've heard strippers for Jesus.
There would be
awesome.
There would be. No, honestly,
No, but we're just kidding, guys. We're just kidding.
No, we are just kidding. But from the beginning of my career, Ray, you have been one of the biggest support factors. I really, really, really thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's because of this commercial grade image that people like you have helped me create that allowed me to get out of my hometown of Vegas, New Mexico, which I've been trying to get out of for like literally 5 years prior to me meeting you. It's because of people like you that I was able to present this commercial grade image to potential clients that has really increased my wife and my revenue. It's allowed me to put my child in a private school. It's allowed me to get my boy some amazing nannies and tutors. It's because of people like you that have entered into my life that has made so many things possible that would have never been possible before. So from the bottom of my heart, Ray, I do want to tell you, thank you so much for the promotions, for the interviews, for the shout outs. It has really given this professional great image that I've been trying to strive for, validation for me to be able to present to clients. And because of that, I do thank you from the bottom of my heart, my brother.
Oh, thank you, my friend. Thank you.
And Más Chingón también. So, Actitud y Pasión.
Actitud y Pasión, Definitely, man.
Without you people in my life, it wouldn't have taken me to the next level that I needed to get to be able to present anything commercial to my clients. So, Ray, from the bottom of my heart, I do say thank you.
Hey, well, here's another word plus for you. Join. I think you still have a like on Talk Show Central RTV Style, because I know we used to do shows on Talk Show RTV Styles when you used to come on before, when I first met you, I think, or no, maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Actitud y Pasión and Latino Radio RTV. Yeah. But join Harlingen, Texas Expo. This guy, Sharky, he's got, man, a bunch of followers, and these guys love music. And so, man, maybe you can play it on their page and that kind of deal. So, so it'd be cool. Well, Sharky, we'll see you. And Johnny, we will see you next time, dude. I got to set it down, and we'll take it from there. And we're going to end it with your song, big guy. How about that? We end the show with your song. So, buenas noches. Good night to everybody at Johnny Meadows' household. Good night, Preciosa. And good night to your little girl and your little boy. And buenas noches.
Real, pobrecita mujer bonita, siempre se mantuvo fiel. Ella lo tenía todo, un buen hombre, un futuro y un gran amor, un gran sueño de una gran familia. 6 o 8 hijos, ¡qué felicidad! El hijo de Gonzalo era un gran hombre dispuesto a trabajar. Con Melilita ya vieron enamorados desde eran jóvenes. Prometieron salvar su pobreza y solo el uno para el otro. ¡Uy! ¡Sabor! Una gran madre y una esposa leal. Pobrecita mujer bonita, siempre se mantuvo fiel. Le compró una linda porque ella quería casarse. Luego caminó hasta el río, donde Linda estaba lavando ropa, y que compró a su hermano, quien luego lo traicionó. De camino a Linda, su hermano le disparó, acercándose a la sangre del suelo.